Welcome to the maiden edition of NASS This week.
And what he is praying now is
that in this scenario, the key of Kano State
will be given priorities and so that at the end of
Welcome to NASS This Week, a weekly program that brings you up to speed with national issues discussed at the National Assembly during the week. You can follow us, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more of our interesting programs on EkoHotBlog and TV. My name is Comfort Olayinka. On Tuesday, Honorable Ismaila Haruna Darbu moved for the need for the Central Bank of Nigeria to address the impact of the falling naira against the dollar and other currencies on Nigerian economy. Honorable Esosa Iyawe's alleged mismanagement of funds and other irregularities in operation of the National Health Insurance Authority (NHIA) in his motion says the implementation of the scheme had been met with corruption, lack of transparency and accountabilities, amongst others.
Need for the Central Bank of Nigeria to address the impact of falling naira against the dollar and other currencies on the Nigerian economy. Cognizant that addressing Nigerians' financial challenges requires collective responsibility from all stakeholders, including Parliament, which has been the voice of the common man. Resolved to 1. Urge the Central Bank of Nigeria to implement monetary policy adjustment to stabilize the currency, address speculative activities in the forex market, and increase the withdrawal limit of naira to reduce pressure on dollars and foreign currencies, despite the regulation. Also, 2, urge the federal government to formulate policies and structural reforms to reduce corruption, promote economic diversification within the nation's economy.
On Wednesday, the House of Representatives and the Senate adjourned plenary session following the passing of the member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Kabir Jelani of Sokoto State, who died at his Abuja residence following a brief illness.
It is extremely sad for me to inform on the demise of a honorable member of the House of Representatives in person of late Honorable Abdul Kadir Jelani Danbuga, who was representing Isa Sabon Birni Federal Constituency of Sokoto State. Late Honorable Abdul Kadir Jelani Danbuga died on Wednesday, the 11th of October 2023, after a brief illness. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, my motion is that the Senate do observe a minute's silence and, consistent with our tradition and convention, adjourn plenary in his honor and suspend all other legislative activities for today. I so move, Mr. President.
Colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded. Those who are in support of the motion, they are in line with our convention and practice that this Senate do rise for a minute's silence in honor of our departed colleague from the House of Representatives. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. May the soul of our departed brother, late Honorable Abdul Kadiri Jelani Zamboga, representing Isa Sabon-Benin Federal Constituency of Sokoto State, who died on Wednesday, 11th day of October 2023, rest in peace.
On Thursday, in commemoration of the 2023 International Day of Girl Child, Honorable Kafilat A. Ogbara titled a motion, "Invest in Girls' Rights, Our Leadership and Our Well-Being." Now the Senate. The Senate has vowed to investigate the increasing acts of oil thefts in Niger Delta region. The Senate, through its standing committee, have been instructed to investigate the growing crime against nation's resources. In a motion presented to the Senate by Senator Ned Nwoko, prayed the upper chamber to conduct an investigation into the action of security forces, military groups, local populace, oil company employees, and individuals or entities suspected to be using sophisticated methods to steal oil resources in Nigeria.
That the activities of these oil thieves and their collaborators have significantly hampered crude oil production, posing a substantial threat to the nation's economy. Accordingly, resolves to urge the Senate to constitute a committee to conduct an investigation into the actions of security forces, militia groups, the local populace, oil company employees, and any individuals or entities suspected to be using sophisticated methods to pilfer oil facilities within the country.
Senator Patrick Ifeanyi has defected from the Young Progressive Party YPP to join the ruling party APC. In its notification letter read by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Ifeanyi said his move became necessary due to some differences between him and his former party YPP.
My constituents, my political associates, and critical stakeholders of Anambra State and Igbo. And after thorough evaluation of the political landscape in Nigeria, particularly the good works being done by the All Progressive Congress since the emergence of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as President Commander-in-Chief in Nigeria, I have come to the realization and conclusion that the All Progressive Congress is better suited to champion the ideals and principles that I hold very dear. The APC's commitment to good governance, economic development, and social progress resonates deeply with my own convictions and its national reach, and the alignment of its members on key national issues make it an appealing choice for achieving the promises of any decent politician, and particularly the promises that I made to my constituents to better the lot of all of them.
We've come to the end of today's edition of NASS This Week. Join us same time next week for another interesting edition. Bye for now.